I would love to see Faceless Void. Oh, it's Ursa.
Not happy with Ursa?
So Ursa in theory is fine. I just feel like that bottom lane is going to kind of free farm anyways.
The two heroes that he broke through on the scene with were exactly Ursa and PL.
I forgot that Phantom Lancer was even a hero.
Yeah, he's not popular. Good riddance. So I think part of why they went for this might also just be comfort. Especially, I don't think his Faceless Void necessarily.
Kaori.
Good punish.
Yep, Sunstrike's coming for him. It's not going to hit. He pops the Fairy Fire. 9 Class does as well, but 9 Class gets the better of the exchange because he's got a fat, juicy boy next to him.
Yep. We're getting back in there. I mean, Razor versus Invoker is honestly a relatively easy, or excuse me, even matchup. Maybe Razor favored. It's probably, oh, hang on. Trade-off here, Satanic.
Dallas dies to Mira. Mira actually will walk away, though. Sunstrike, not going to hit. Good attempt, though.
Yeah, so foul play procs a Dispel. So it removes the bleed from... there's like this... We've talked about these 3 players that have kind of come back from 2 or 3 years of hiatus. It's No One, it's Mid One, and it's Moon. It's 3 mid players.
That's right.
Maybe mid's just easy.
Yeah. Who would have thought that? Nightfall does not get hit. He's attempting to get out of dodge, but now wants to try to go on top of SSS because he's slow to a crawl, and those Fury swipes stack up fiercely, so nice pick up.
Unfortunately, that Sunstrike missed because he stood still, but the reason he stood still was that he was stunned. So, arguably, later in the game, it's one of the better heroes against Ursa because, for whatever reason, Pulverize does not get affected by status resistance as one of the only abilities in the game.
But if you get... Wait, if you get Ags, is it hard to spell?
Yeah, you can break out of it.
As WS gets gone on, Sunstrike, it does hit. He's learned.
I mean, that's tough. He was stuck in a corner. He couldn't stand still or move. He was just getting hit.
Still.
Yeah.
Right on top. So no one on the board.
Oh, that's good.
For the bird. Yeah, just letting you guys know, very important to fix that.
Let's keep the Falcons button broken. Appreciate that. Mid one.
No one getting ganked. Lornoff pops his ult. There's a TP on the way. It's going to be in time is the question. The whip comes out. They do get the kill on Kaori, but no one still falls, which is the big one for Aurora. They also lose another support on the other side as 9 Class snags the shield room.
I think this is one of the things that have impressed me the most with Lornoff in this iteration of Aurora is
level 4
is very good at rotating. And I know they don't get the kill here necessarily, but
this is for the 7-minute wisdom shrine. Whip. See that shield rune is still on 9 Class. The Sunstrike hits again. Lornoff dies. So his rotation ends up being wasted, and the rest of Aurora have to get the hell out. A good ice path. See if that stops Satanic and his 12 buttons to hit. To actually try and connect on Kaori. The Echo Slash hits, and there's the Onslaught to ensure another kill going the way of Parivision. And
Mira too.
Yeah, they get another one on the other side.
All right, I take it back. When I said he does good rotations and unexpected, honestly, I wasn't even looking at the clock. It's already been 7 minutes. It doesn't feel that way to me. Yeah, to DreamLeague. Let's talk about politics, everybody.
I would argue that's not even politics. Another tornado onto Lornoff.
Get a wall off here? No.
Boundless Strike, 9 Class, and most of Parivision make their way over. And Lornoff is Omega dead. No TP support for him.
This is a very good start for Parivision. Shutting down Razor like this, he was having a good start against the Invoker. Now 2 back-to-back deaths, 1 on the Wisdom, and now 1 in mid. Perhaps they're trying for the dive, but there's a very suspicious tree in the neighborhood that suddenly is a monkey.
They spot Mira.
So much info.
But the ice path, they find Kez, and that is the death of Satanic. I say that, the Raptor hits almost goes off twice. It's too late, though. They've lost the Birdman. Aurora trying to exit the premises. They lose Mira, so if that's all they lose, then they'll be pretty happy. But Nightfall kind of outnumbered, but he does have the right clicks to his advantage. Overpower right onto SSS as WS tries to shadow him, gets off the Frog Stomp. The box to save, though. SSS looks to be okay for the time being. Boundless Strike for 9 Class in his exit plan, but no one is the one that gets caught off guard. The whip not going to do too much. A good attempted heal, but down goes the Invoker along with the Ringmaster. Aurora come in numbers, and they come out on top of this engagement.
I'd like to see a replay of that.
Sorry, I said Kez 3 times.
It also counters Vessel, which is not going to be a consideration this game because it's Invoker mid. But against other mid heroes, that's a pretty big deal. Nice Hex.
Yep, Kaori in a bit of trouble. He's
die.
eating that meatball really hard, but the shackle to counteract it. It's a support for a support. And the tower, the way of Aurora. 2K lead already.
Yeah. So therefore it doesn't work against him. He can just dispel it off of anyone.
Yep, understandable. 9 class though, he is found, but the counteracting pulverized to try to equalize this. The Raptor dance to follow, and Lornoff bites the dust.
That was
Satanic,
everything
though,
out of Satanic.
He's already used his Raptor dance. He only has 11 buttons left. He gets 1 kill. Now the focus is on the Frog himself, WS. He'll be able to get out, as Mira's Serpent Ward's not going to be able to do too much now. Parivision on the run.
Oh my god, the damage.
Ducalis just gets absolutely mauled by the bear as SSS continue to take punishment as well. Sunstrike not going to hit, but Satanic is still going to fall regardless as Roche destroys SSS. Get the fuck out of here, he says. What? Why was he so angry? 9 class is definitely aware, but you can see the rest of Parivision not going to be able to do too much. Sunstrike already used.
Okay,
the rock in. I say that SSS, he kills off Kaori. See if he can get out with his life. Nightfall secures the Aegis. As Lornoff able to take out 9 class on the outskirts. SSS going to get some assistance from Ducalis. Wheel of Wonder, but the enrage for Nightfall, as eventually he will be hypnotized. He really wanted to look in the belly of the beast there.
Not bad though for Aurora overall. Grabbing that.
Fine.
Mira will find... The button stopped working again? I think the overlap of itemization on Aurora is going to be incredibly strong for the next Roche when they have Greaves, Crimson, and BKB.
No one. They don't have
And
vision
Largo.
here, though. Nightfall being shadowed. Satanic's thinking about poking. Gets off the signs for the instant hex into the Serpent Ward trap. Satanic still stuck there. Puts off a random Echo Slash as he's going to get jumped on by the bear himself. Enrage is popped. Satanic in a lot of trouble. Gets beaten down to a pulp. And a nice shackle on the Primal Beast, who's completely segregated from his team, leads to the double kill for Nightfall.
I think the Echo Slash got stopped mid-animation by Frogstomp. He didn't move, or he must have misclicked. You can definitely jump out of Serpent Wards with that. But he somehow didn't travel?
Sounds about right with the Frog Stomp. There's another one bites the dust. Triple kill for Nightfall. Somehow this streak was still available for the taking.
To be nice and safe for the moment, there's no objectives, so you can just keep playing out aggressively with the ward that you got placed off of this. You can see right now it's seeing both the Monkey King and the Primal Beast in the jungle. 9 class gonna ping it out. Not sure how he was so confident he was there.
Ducalis is nearby with the Wheel of Wonder. Does have to try to avoid that. The bear trying to get through this box, but no one still will fall. Matters not. And the lick onto Ducalis. He eventually will die to the song here from WS. So double kill for the Froggy. 8K lead for Aurora. It's going to be pretty hard for Parivision to deal with. Invoker notoriously good at high ground defense, but obviously don't want to be put in that position where that's 100% needed. Satanic's going to open up with the Pulverize as well, but the Frog will get out of it, and now Nightfall just beating on the Primal Beast. Deafening Blast, though, takes out WS.
This is looking pretty good for
Good
Pari.
start for Parivision. Nightfall now getting gone on by Satanic. That is way too easy for the Birdman. As Lornoff shows up on the other side, is going to get bashed. Ice Wall applied to him as well. The box is going to keep Satanic alive. They're keeping good distance from the Razor. Satanic trying to focus on the supports to start things out. Wukong's command from the support, though. Getting a little bit of damage, but it's really Satanic that's able to withstand most of this. They get 4 kills, and Lornoff the only survivor, and this means Parivision will be able to get Roche themselves. You're ensuring, or you're basically saying, Nightfall, you need to carry.
You're ward trapping Lornoff. That's not great, Mira. He does not have a way to get out of this.
The MP on him. He's going to have to pop the BKB. He cannot deny the Serpent Wards, and the enemies aren't going to do anything about it either. The Pulverize does get him out, and now SSS is stuck in there. What the hell is going on?
Thanks for the save, buddy.
Kaori eventually will be the first casualty as they're going to jump right in onto the Primal Beast, but the box is going to save him. Satanic with the Raptor Dance. Everybody's going to be able to avoid it, though. Gets a little bit of HP back as a result, though, as Satanic now focusing on the Razor. Spent most of the time in the Serpent Wards. He will die, so second death for Aurora, as Nightfall was focusing on Kez, but... And actually, the Shackle is going to be canceled. Nightfall's being pursued, but the bash, that's life number 1.
Largo is happy though.
Aurora attempting to exit the premises. WS still alive and healthy as Satanic focusing on the support. And the bear jumps in, gets 1 kill onto no one as now he attempts to run away, but Satanic still has 12 buttons at his disposal. 9class joins the fight as well. That is enough for Satanic to go out as well. Some way, somehow, Nightfall did it. Does cost him his life, but I don't know how Aurora stayed in this fight.
Move him, right? So you kind of had to put pressure onto Razor, just not with Pulverize.
Oh, they do have Force Staff on Mirror. I don't know how new that is, though.
I think he did not have that in that fight. He bought it now because he's like, okay, if I'm going to war trap my teammates, I got to bring them out of
It's
it.
always good to have an insurance policy. No one. He's going to be war trapped, attempting the Nightfall, but now instead cancels it as Lorenoff will get an easy kill.
Damn, he was so far away from any supports. Nobody was in range to help him with anything. No box, no stun from Monkey, no Orchid.
As Largo about to finish his shard, so that's going to be effectively double Lincolns. The teammate is nearby. Smoke from Parivision. The fight's about to begin. Pulverize finds the target. There's the Cataclysm. It is enough. Lorenoff takes a huge tumble. And Mira will follow suit. 9class might be the one to tank the gank. SSS in the vicinity as well. It's going to be popped. Nightfall has a Lincoln supply. The Cataclysm is there doing an okay amount of damage. The Rasta is the first to fall though. Satanic now versus Nightfall. Who wins this? Satanic uses one of his 12 abilities to exit. Wheel of Wonder into the Deafening Blast. Beautifully done into a Pulverize on top. That is a dead Razor question mark. Lorenoff actually finds the distance. Largo continues to heal. Lincoln's pops. Another lick for the road. Gather up, young ones. Frog will heal you.
That was a very good combo. But what would be stronger, the forces of the universe or a frog with a banjo, is what we found the answer to today.
Yes, indeed. Everybody back to full HP aside from Lorenoff as Parivision might be forcing the issue. Alacrity on Satanic. The belch ensues. WS ready to just walk in casually as he does on the Frogman.
Okay, this is balanced.
Knife comes out. SSS going to focus on Jakiro first with the Pulverize. It's not enough to get the kill. He's going to have the refresher and the BKB.
Good find on No
Gets a nice ice path off. Nightfall destroys No One as 9class denies the Aegis.
Wait, what?
WS and Nightfall both with double kills. The buyback on No One's not going to do too much in all likelihood. He does get out. Will they stick around for more is the question. Oh, or will Parivision actually try to fight without Kez? 9class with Balance Strike. There's the Pulverize, but you can see the Cataclysm still not doing that much. 9class is certainly dead along with this set of barracks. They essentially just feed a life away, and WS continuing on to sing his song. Kez up in 10 seconds, though. Another fortification for the road. Melee barracks does fall. And Aurora gonna at least do a soft reset. As there's still a cheese for Satanic apparently.
In that moment.
Just not 9class.
I mean, that's what happens in a high panic. I mean, you could blame 9class all you want. Satanic didn't pick it up.
Does he have some level of brain rot you're not telling us about? Satanic and company, both sides are smoked. Satanic is found out, pops the BKB immediately. Static Link applied to him, though. Nightfall is going to focus on No One, chomps him up. Dead is the Invoker, no buyback at all. Lorenoff with a full duration Static Link as Satanic gets off the Raptor Dance. It might be enough to take out the Razor. No, Boston he's able to survive. And they kill off the Kez as well as the GGs come out. So game number 1 to Aurora. They are looking excellent thanks to Cinderen's huge caster curse a few weeks ago.
That's right. You're welcome, Aurora.
It kind of felt like the nail was in the coffin at that point, but that was the one glimmer there for Parivision when they killed off WS before he got the Lincolns. And you saw what kind of a difference without the Largo. Kind of a...
I need to know where third mystery hero is going to go.
Blink.
Interesting.
I was talking about painting, not the draft Sheaver.
Oh, it's in between the two.
Yo, 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 we got a team fight to start this game. Ducalis is first blooded by Mira. This is like an ARAM classic, Cinderen. Ends up being a 1-for-1, it looks like, with still 30 seconds to spare before the golden runes spawn.
I would love to have the teams just agree to play 5v5 mid for Mira, who was the recipient of the first blood bounty. So a good start for him overall. Time for some bounty runes. Speaking of bounty. Oh, a lot of heroes once again.
Yep, WS disposed back into the right clicks of everyone, it seems. So second kill for Parivision.
They have picked the Void Spirit early to try to deal with this puck to some extent later in the game.
Lornoff. Actually, Mira steals the water rune. Might pay the ultimate price, though. The potato's coming for him. Blood grenade to slow it down, but Ducalis gets the last hit in the end.
Ducalis, which tournament was it? He had that ridiculous streak on Chen. It went like 11-0 or something before he finally lost. I'm trying to think about, but yeah.
I only remember one tournament with him. Very iconic. These, okay, pro players I feel like they let their guard down too much with the careers. Like, that was very avoidable.
I think relative to...
Like, they're overthinking, like, not over, but they're thinking about so many things that they just lose track of the career so often.
I think it's the thing...
Mira is mega dead.
It's probably the smallest skill gap between heralds and pros.
Yeah,
courier usage
100%.
By far. It's not even close.
This will set up the rune exchange.
Is he dying?
Minute, it is bottom. 9 class takes the arcane. Mira, you are dead again.
They're on top of these runes. Ducalis very good at this when it comes to Chen. Very nice. So 2 triple stacks on the right-hand side.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Both Sven and Timber would be happy to take these. It will be Timber. Sven does not want to make the trek over there. 9 class going to die to Lornoff. Basically got soloed there.
Yep, just 2 astrals. That's all it takes.
And now Parivision, sensing that they have this power spike in the lead, they want to fight for the 14-minute wisdom. Lornoff knows this, though. Coming in from the left, gonna break onto Ducalis.
Yep, starts out with the Astral Step Aether combo. We can see the spear onto the Timber Star. The counter initiation is there with the golem, though, as SSS is the first to fall. And WS somehow living through this. The Shadow Word certainly helping his cause. He gets disrupted as well as Mira gets the double kill and the save. Beautifully done from Aurora. And that fight, obviously, a pretty big deal.
Ooh,
so Echo Saber, Mask of Madness with a blink soon on Nightfall is Satanic. And 9 class going to try to team up to take out Nightfall. He's so close to the blink, and he's dead. Mars Arena ensures it, so loses a couple hundred. Sets him back just a bit. Well, it depends if he wants to finish his blink. He's only a couple hundred, or he's halfway to his Ags. As we are going to see the Yules into Aether Remnant, and SSS just gets completely eviscerated from WS as a nice Fatal Bonds into the Chaotic Offering as well. But Nightfall somehow takes too much damage despite no one not having the best start, as 2 dead for Aurora. And this on the brink of the Tormentor.
It's a difficult fight for Mira to play there on SD. He disrupted the Sven as late as possible, and unfortunately for him, probably would have been better to disrupt him on half health, but you also don't want to set up the enemy team freely. This will be a cool one to show again, because at a high level, playing support in these situations can be very tricky for saves. If you use it too early, it doesn't matter. If you use it too late, it doesn't matter. Clinks can maybe run to the left and take it with the Aegis.
Let's see what happens. Too slow, right? Surely.
Yeah, he took it on Clinks. I'm not sure he was going to react that on time.
Oh, so unfortunately, he pops the newly picked up Crimson. Satanic not doing too much as a result. Instead, he's taking all the damage from the Sven. That's life number 1. Coil's going to set things up, though, with the Mars Arena to follow. Chaotic Offering right on top of the Clinks as SSS destroys Nightfall and Kaori in one swing. Lornoff bites the dust as well, and that's just 2 members of Aurora remaining. As they try to exit, 9 class and company kind of focusing WS, but he is very, very tanky. It's going to take a while. As the Timber Chain dodges, I thought he dodged the spear, but gets stunned regardless. Rebounded to his death as well. 4 for nothing. Did the pause help Parivision, Cinder?
You get that one moment, make it count. Chen sitting on combined net worth of enemy supports.
Yep.
As well, so they're going to have every aura in the world, and they're going to have dead Lornoff.
Well, rebound didn't hit, but
doesn't matter.
The spear does.
Yeah.
Down goes the stand-in for Aurora.
This is not a Void Spirit problem, by the way. As much as some people have dunked on this hero, I don't really think that is the issue here. So he's going to try to bypass the armor problem.
Yep, exactly.
By getting magical crit. I
Very
like it.
cool.
I like it a lot.
Aurora. Smoke is popped. He's going to the enemy triangle. WS trying to get very aggressive. Daring them to initiate on him. They will do so. Arena is there, but you can see the damage coming out of both Lornoff and Nightfall. They destroy one. Fatal Dog is doing work, though. Nightfall one-shots Ducalis, it looks like. Now this BKB about to end. Lornoff with another Aether Remnant. The Mars TPing back in, but they get their prize. They get Satanic. 3, make it 4 for nothing with a buyback expended as well. No one. This would be an incredible end to the fight for Aurora, and they get him as well.
I can't believe they fell for that. How on earth do they open on a 4k HP Timber with Crimson? Well, that's
I mean, Parivision players, I think, are more prone to tilt than the average team for sure. Not like Kiyotaka levels, of course, but no one. Gleipnir is going to be absorbed by the Lincolns. He's already taken a lot of damage, though. Gets off the orb.
Sick upheaval.
He's going to dodge the Timber Chain. He actually killed us. He actually guesses correctly on the WS. As Lornoff trying to connect here.
No.
Rebound to try to save him. Dispose as well. He's going to get silenced now. The Chakram, not quite enough. Phase shift, keeping him alive for the time being. Can they time it? They can. No one dead.
What a sick kill. Couldn't upgrade it originally. You had to sell it and buy a new one.
You had 8 charges.
Or you could buy new charges with recipe.
Yeah, you can get level 2 to add it. It wouldn't stack, though. You'd have to use your charges first, then upgrade it.
And Yule's upgraded into Scythe of Vice. We've come so far.
SSS with a nice double
job.
spear. Is this going to be enough to get a kill? He has no backup, though. A good Yule's, though, onto the Marcy. That's going to be a dieback for 9 class if he goes down. He will. 75 seconds. Warlock somehow staying alive in this engagement as Satanic is found by Lornoff. Gets off the silence to simulate to safety, though. Meanwhile, Nightfall deletes Ducalis. SSS next on the list. Triple kill for your Sven, and Satanic gets caught out. Trying for the Nightfall in front of Nightfall himself. No way you're going to get away with that.
Nobody.
Pretty garbage in most games.
And ultimately, certain heroes feel more balanced because aspects of them are just straight up bad.
Satanic.
He has to BKB here. He might die anyway.
Golemed up, pops the BKB, taking a ton of damage. Tries to TB again. It's not happening today. Not in front of Nightfall. He knows the counter. Fortification not going to do much with that Roche banner.
They're going to have to buy back Satanic here. This is the last-ditch effort. It's so expensive to buy him back, but if you don't do it, you're losing megas.
Indeed. Lornoff puts himself in what normally would be considered a precarious spot, but Parivision not interested apparently. 9 class jumps in, immediately silenced and immediately killed.
No buyback.
Now the buyback would make no sense.
Oh, saving buyback for next game on Klinks, I guess.
I guess so. He wants to have a good old-fashioned mega creep comeback. So that is megas. Aurora is like, all right, he definitely doesn't have buyback, guys. Let's just continue. Ages for a minute and a half.
And the words of Quinn, you can't lose with mega creeps this patch.
Outlook, you mean?
Thank you. Not to be mistaken for Microsoft Outlook, of course.
Yeah, nobody uses that absolute
has
virus.
Indeed not changed over the years. So, unlike Quinn, it remained the same.
Oh, meanwhile, Nightfall with his BKB destroying yet another target. Satanic.
2, 3.
He's dead. He has buyback. He has no BKB to work with. Coil not going to do too much. Spirit as well because of the BKBs as Nightfall has that refresher, can go in anytime he wants. No one pops the golden item himself as upheaval rate still being channeled. There's Nightfall. One shot 9 class. Ducalis activating his BKB for his team. It matters not. Nightfall is doing so much damage. Satanic giving him a new lease on life, but the Aegis is still there as well, so another lease on life for him. As GG's eventually come out because Satanic did die in the midst of all that. And Aurora, well, we thought this was going 3 games to not the case.
Was a 10k down the drain. In most poetic fashion, Satanic ending the game 666. So if you guys are superstitious out there, look out at home tonight.